Okay, so this is very surprising, but we have another reveal from Hiya Toys. This is Keizer Ghidorah from Final Wars. The figure is going to be approximately 25 centimeters tall, and that is going to be on the bigger side, bigger scale, almost I believe 10 inches tall. Now let's move on to the pricing. It's going to be overwhelming for some people because it's going to be 130 plus shipping. Now the release date is for 2027 Q2. That's the official information about this figure. Now let's move on to some details for the articulation and other things. It says it has multiple ball joints throughout the body, and the tails have a combined soft PVC material with built-in wire, bendy wire on the tails. Now that's all the important information you have to know. I'm surprised they didn't give any more specifics on the wings, if it's actual bandy wire or not. I think it would be best if it is bandy wire. But now let's move on to my thoughts. Design wise, I think it's very faithful to the film, and they were able to capture every single detail. I think if someone was to show me this, I would mistake this for the X Plus statue with how much details and how massive it is. Even with the colors, I think they were able to capture all the colors perfectly with the golden and the blacks throughout the body. And for accuracy, each individual head does look to be unique to how we saw it on the film, and the reddish crimson eyes, I think they did a fantastic job even inside of the mouth with the pink type of tone that we see there. For anybody curious how tall this figure is going to be, it's going to be 9.8 inches. So I was pretty close, almost 10 inches. It's going to be definitely on the bigger side for scaling when it comes to figures and statues. Now, there's a little concern that I'm picking up with how the promotional images are taken and how the articulation has been shown. Now, this brings me back to the original promo images for King Ghidorah 2019 with the neck articulation, how stiff, and there wasn't much movement going on the promo images. If you see them, the necks for Keizer Ghidorah are always in the same pose. There's nothing too crazy about them. They're not showing what the range on the articulation is capable of doing, and that's something I would have liked for this figure, to see how far the legs and how much the tails can bend with the bendy wire, especially the necks. I don't want this to be the same situation with the original King Ghidorah 2019. If they have a similar system for the neck articulation as they do with the classic King Ghidorah, I think we're going to be fine. But so far, they're not demonstrating what the actual articulation and range is capable of on this figure, and I think that's a big missed opportunity. Now, another thing is there's no accessories, there's no stands, there's no beams, no nothing, and it's going to be a tough choice because we do know most likely the second edition is going to have so much more accessories, and I don't know. I feel like I'm going to skip on this one because I just know that the second and third release are going to be much better, that's for sure. Overall, I think it's a fantastic figure sculpt wise with details, except with the articulation. We don't know exactly how much range of motion this is going to have, and it's a big missed opportunity that the first release, like always, has no accessories. This is something Hiya Toys needs to break away with, and they have to start adapting new accessories for the first releases, second and third. There's no excuse why no release shouldn't have any accessories, only for them to sell you the second and third releases with better articulation, better accessories. It just feels like a big slap on the face to your customers. Now, this is going to be a little bit off topic. I'm curious how Monster Arts is going to respond to this. We do know that they're currently working on their own version of Keizer Ghidorah. I'm curious, which one is going to have the best price, articulation, accuracy, and details? Both of them are on the expensive side already. It seems like Hiya Toys continues to up their prices, and it kind of makes sense with how the world is currently evolving and everything that's happening worldwide. It makes sense. But regardless, I'm just curious which one is going to look the best. Anyways, this is it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure to like, comment if you're picking this up, skipping, and if you are going to buy this, make sure to use my link in the description down below and use code RubiGamingx to get 6% off. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting.